my gracious.
Even back in high school, Jennifer inspired more than
Y cambié la imagen por vender discos.
Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga.
What's going on is Ali V. I am your host of Growing Up Latina. Welcome, welcome. I have a beautiful, my guest co-host. Are you my guest co-host for this week? Daniela Spalla. How are you?
Very happy to be here. How are you?
I'm good. Where are you?
I'm in Mexico City now.
Okay. Because I'm like, I was just dealing with the rain. And I'm like, oh my God, I was dealing with this pouring rain. How's everything over there? It looks beautiful, by the way. Your background looks amazing.
Thank you. I had to look for a different place in my house because I wanted to do it at the studio. No connection. Well, in Mexico, it rains every day.
Does it?
Days. During the summer, it usually rains every day. So I think it will start to rain a couple of hours, maybe.
Oh, no. Is it like one of those tropical things where it rains and it stops, then it's sunny? And then is it like that?
Yeah, but it's not only like when it stops raining, it's more like in the evening, so there's no sun.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. Well, how are you feeling today? What are the vibes? Talk to me.
Feeling good. We just arrived from a trip. We were in Colombia, in New York, in LA doing promo, so it's been a cool week. Now we're back in Mexico. I'm back in Mexico, and I've been working on the final details of the album. We're releasing an album. I'm working with Esteman on this new album, and so we're working on the last final details of the album on the show that's coming up in September. So
I want to get into like all the things, right? I want to get into the album, the show. Over 17,000 people. Like, what are you like? What's your preparation like? I know it's coming in September. Do you get nervous? Like, what is that like for you?
I'm starting to get nervous.
I'm sure. Yeah.
We're making up like the set list and all the set design, and I'm starting to get nervous because I think it's starting to get complex. As I see the magnitude of the show that we want to have that night, and I know that it's a lot of information, it's a lot of songs. I have to learn a lot of the songs from Esteman, but I'm also very excited. I like putting up these shows, this kind of show.
What do you do in preparation for these shows? Just curious, like what is, like, obviously there's rehearsals, but like how do you like mentally prepare for like this type of magnitude of a show?
Well, I'm taking singing lessons for a year now. Been taking singing lessons. So mentally, so the singing lessons have given me a lot of power lately. I feel more free with my voice. Mm-hmm. I feel freedom that I didn't have and I hadn't had in the past years. So like, I'm very happy about it. And now mentally I'm trying to trust all the work that I've been doing with my voice and just be more in the moment, be more present, and I'm trying to work more like on the appreciation of this opportunity. And getting to that stage, grateful for this opportunity, because I've worked for it for so long and I've dreamt of it for so long that mentally I'm trying to work on that, on being grateful for that moment, for this moment.
Right.
And also then the other part is this is a very creative process. The previous months are very creative, so it's also fun. I don't know, I'm walking and listening to the songs in the set list and thinking of key moments for the show and all these crazy things that you can do in a show.
Right. And I love that you said like this is like a moment that you have like been dreaming of, right? So I wonder for you, like, is this like your wildest dreams growing up? Like, what was like baby Daniela like? Like, let's get into that. Like, what were your dreams like? Did you really dream of? Because sometimes when you are younger, you dream up into a certain point, but then you can't see past that. So, like, did you dream all of this? Like performing in front of over 17,000 people, like getting recognized and being on like top list of like Rolling Stone and Spotify and like all these things that are happening for you in real time. Like, did you see this in your dreams?
I did. And it's crazy because I'm looking at shows of my idols back then. Like I started singing when I listened to Mariah Carey or Celine Dion. Those were my idols. And now I've been watching shows of them. And they performed at venues very similar to this one that I'll be performing in September. Like arenas, and it's really moving for me to see that I'll be performing at this arena where I saw artists that I always admired play. Yeah.
I want to ask you, like, what do I have to know about Daniela now to know like the woman like back then? What do I have to know about Daniela back then to know the woman that you are today?
Well, my dream of singing was always present, was always
Okay.
there from a very young age.
Was anyone in your family like did anyone sing? Was there any like musical? No?
No,
Okay.
no one. But they always supported me,
Okay.
and they thought that being a singer was, they just imagined all the glamorous part. So they were always very supportive because they thought it was a very glamorous career. Because for many musicians, their families are like the musician. The career of a musician is very hard. It's very difficult to get recognition. But my family didn't see that part. My family just saw the glamorous part, so they always supported me. And that dream has always been so strong that I have been fearless to make many decisions and to go places that when I think of it, when I try to analyze it, if it hadn't been for the strength of that dream, maybe I would have been frightened to take those decisions, to make those decisions and take those steps.
Yeah. I think that's been like the theme of your life, right? Like you were also frightened of like turning 40. Like that was like a big thing for you, right?
Yeah.
And you were like, damn, like what is this gonna be like? Like how am I gonna feel? And then this happens. So like talk to me a little bit about that because it wasn't like you were like welcoming to that. You know, most people really look forward to turning 40, like, I'm gonna get wiser, I'm gonna do this.
Mhm.
But you were like, I don't know about this. The music industry is not kind to this. So talk to me a little bit about like what that age meant for you and what was like, because it's such a milestone age.
Yeah,
Um, and you were just like, I'm not having it.
exactly. I
So
think
talk to me about that.
I think the fears have always been fueled by the social pressure
Yes.
and and um, and and people talking around me like she's older, like and hearing all these stories of especially women getting rejected by the music industry, mainly by the music industry, because it's not so much by the audience, it's the music industry being rejected because they were turning 30, 35. So
Mm-hmm.
turning 40 was the most terrible thing according to that. And then it happened and I realized that there was nothing left for me other than embracing it, accepting it, sharing it, stop hiding it. Because one of the things that also made me afraid of it was that I didn't have many other role models. I didn't know many other women turning 40 in the music industry. And there are actually many women over 40 in the music
Yes.
industry. But
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see them, or maybe I was too used to all these artists that I fell in love with when I started singing. And of course, I was a teenager, so most of the artists that I admired back then were also teens or in their early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
So I started, yeah, embracing it and having this kind of like aim to talk about it, because I was feeling lonely turning 40, because it's something that in the entertainment industry women tend to hide.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want other women to feel lonely. Maybe it's better to start talking about it and show what it looks like and show what it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel that my vision is straighter than ever before.
Yeah.
I feel that I'm singing better than ever before. That I'm also I'm tired of pleasing. I'm tired of asking for permission, and I think that that is so powerful for my career, for my life in general, but for my career, because the fears had a lot to do with my career, had more to do with my career than with my personal life.
Yeah, you know what? I'm so happy that you shared that. You know, I'm 38, so I'm pushing 40, and I'm like freaking out too. I'm like, oh my God, like, you know, what am I doing with my life? Like, do I don't have kids, you know, so like all these things go on in my mind. And so when I hear your story and I'm like, okay, she was scared, like that's a real feeling, right? Because I too am like, hello, what am I doing? What's happening? Like, is the entertainment industry going to cancel me because I'm now pushing 40? So it's a real thing. And I think that everyone needs to just be open and honest about it, because the truth of the matter is, if you're lucky, you get to turn 40. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're lucky, because
Yeah.
most people don't even make it to this age. So I think you just being open and honest about it, like me personally, like I am drawn to that story and I really like, you know, admire that. So I want to say thank you for being open and honest about like your fears, and just know that you are not alone, you know? And like I'm just so happy that you have decided to like just you know, keep it real. I
Exactly.
think that that resonates with your fans.
Yes. And also, I think that one of the main issues that this social idea, belief of 40s and the years to come have is the how we see the future. Because maybe at 40, what I thought is that people would start turning around. And I don't feel like turning around.
Yeah.
I'm still going forward. I'm
Period.
not,
Yes.
this is not a time for me to look back. There are so many things that I still want to achieve. There are so many places that I still want to go.
And what is that? Like, what do you want to achieve? Because I mean, even in this time span, right? Like, you've achieved so much. You've achieved more than like the average artist. And I hope that you know that, because like not many artists can get to where you and Esteman have gotten to. So like, what else do you like? What are you looking forward to? What does that future look like for you?
Well, there are many territories that I still want to go play. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I've never been to the US. I've never had a US tour. I would love that. Um, I just started working on the Spanish market, so I still want to develop that. I think that for me, the internalization of the project of my project is one of the main priorities, because I have focused in Mexico for the last years,
Mm-hmm.
and now we're working on that,
Yeah.
and
How
there's a
does it
lot.
feel to be like Latin Grammy nominated? How does that like what does that do for you? Do you even care about things like that and numbers and like what is that for you?
I care. I mean, it's not part of my daily agenda. Like, I don't make plans for that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's nice to get recognized
Yeah.
by by the industry, by your peers.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and the memories I have about it are kind of bittersweet, because I couldn't go to the ceremony when I was nominated.
No?
I had a show.
Why?
I had a show in Colombia,
Okay.
and yeah, with my team at that time, we we discussed it, and it was like, no, let's go work in Colombia. After that, I never booked a show the same week that the Latin Grammys are held. And that's what most artists do. Like, most artists that care about the Latin Grammys, you don't book a show during that same week, because you might get nominated.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I didn't get to go to the ceremony, but it was it was so much joy those weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I was very happy.
I don't know. I'm getting a feeling like, and I just go off of energy and vibes. Like, I don't think you fully know what's happening in your life. Like, I think you are incredibly amazing. I think that it hasn't hit you everything that is happening and has happened, right? Um, and I think I don't know, like what would you tell like younger Daniela? Like what did she even think of this? What would be that conversation with her?
Um, I would tell her to be less fearful, to be more impulsive. I am, because really, I'm not very impulsive. I'm a Virgo. I'm very mental. I'm very analytic.
Did you say you're a Virgo?
Yeah, I am.
When's your birthday?
August 23rd.
Okay, you're August Virgo. Okay. I like Virgos. They're very organized, punctual. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not very impulsive.
Okay.
And also the this need to please everybody.
Where does that come from?
I don't know. Someone told me it came from Cordoba. I'm from Cordoba, Argentina. And
Yes.
I was doing an interview last year, and the journalist, who was from Buenos Aires, and he said, when I told him about me being always trying to please, he said, well, that's because you're from Cordoba. But I don't think it has much to do with being from Cordoba. No, it's just maybe how I was brought up, educated.
You think your parents were like that? You think they were like overthinkers, or like you think
No,
they moved carefully, or
but to the outside, you shouldn't be very loud. We were
why is
very
that?
loud. We were very loud at home,
But not
but
in public. But I do feel like we should take up space. You don't feel like we should take up a little bit of space?
sure, we
Yeah.
should. But I am understanding that just now, like from as of last year.
I think
Last
because
year,
you're having like a reflective moment. You're wiser now. You know what I'm saying? Like I think you're having a moment where it's like you're reflecting back at like your past. And like I could be wrong, but like correct me if I'm wrong, but are you having that moment?
like reflecting about my past.
Yeah, like maybe you're having a moment where it's like you're reflecting like, okay, who was I? Who am I now?
Sure. And you know what? It's also last year I was faced with a it was a professional thing that I had to, how do you say, dismantle, like,
Yep. Yep. I get it.
and I
I
couldn't do it.
understand it.
I couldn't
Mm-hmm.
do it if I wasn't loud enough. And it was terrible for me. It was a terrible process
Mm-hmm.
because I had to struggle with something that I had always thought of being the right thing.
Can I ask what was that? Was it
I,
like a
I wanted
label? Was it
I wanted to make some adjustments in my team.
and that's a real thing. You know, you're only as strong as your team, right?
Mm,
Like you can only perform as good as the team.
exactly.
So if you needed to make some adjustments and cut some people out, like that's a real thing, right?
Yes.
Was it
And
like management? Like, did you feel like you were not being represented well to like the
no,
fullest capacity?
no. It was in the booking area,
Okay. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
and you know, there were there was a conflict of interest
Yeah.
in the middle. And so my manager in the end was very honest, and he told
Hmm.
me after a couple of months of going back and forth and why we should do it and why we shouldn't do it. He was very honest with me, and he said, "I'm afraid I can't go with you in this new road, in this new path." So we stopped working, but we stopped working together. But before that decision was made, I still wanted to work with him. I just wanted to have these adjustments in this part of the team. Well, because in Latin America you can have all together.
Right.
Like you I understand that in the US management is on one side and booking is on another side. In
Yes.
Latin America
Yes.
you can have all together.
Yeah. And I also think like it's okay to embrace the uncomfortable, right? Like I feel like even your energy now, it's like I don't want to say too much, but you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's cool. But like it's okay to feel uncomfortable. I think that's where the magic happens. And I think that it's okay to kind of like say, you know what, this no longer serves me. And I'm gonna move this way. You know, and you're right, because here, like you have booking agents, you have managers, you have teams, right? You have a publicist, there's different components to your team, right? But I think the biggest theme is to operate as a team, no matter what your role is. At the end of the day, it is a team that is helping you support this career. But you know, I feel like you should keep going, right? Until you find like your person, as they say, like your person. And I'm hoping that you have found them because you have had some incredible successes along the road. So
Yeah.
I feel like you have found some key people in your life that has, you know, kept this ship pushing and moving forward.
I'm very lucky, and I've always been very lucky with the teams that I've had. You know,
Yeah,
they've always served for that moment.
good.
And you know, I always had this idea that teams were for specific times of the career, specific
There it
era
is.
of the
Mm-hmm.
career. But when it happened, I was it was hard to go through it, you know,
But
to go
one thing that has remained like consistent is like the duo ship, right? Like how does that work? Because you guys have like really like stuck together no matter what. So like what is that dynamic, and like do you guys even like argue? Like is that a thing? Is there
well,
disagreements? Is there like anything
no,
happening in that?
the thing with the duo with Esteman is
Hmm.
just for this year
Okay.
because we both have our solo careers.
Okay.
And we just got together for this album called Amorío and the
Hmm.
show. And we will announce a tour shortly. But yeah, the duo is just for a short period of time.
Okay.
But we've been friends for a long time now.
I love this. I love
Yeah.
this for you guys. So that's been going well. So that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you see yourself like teaming up with anyone else? Like, is there any like future duo trio that you would want to like team up with?
Um, Mainly collaborations. I
Okay.
would love to collaborate with Lasso. We
Mm-hmm.
have written a song together, and yeah, we want to put it out at some point. I would love to work with Drexler too, Jorge Drexler. I would love to work with Miranda, the duo.
Yes.
Um, yeah, I see it more as a collaboration
Good.
for a song.
Good.
Yeah.
I want to get into some rapid fire.
Some
You
what?
ready? Some rapid fire questions. So these are gonna
Okay.
go fast. These
Okay.
are gonna go quickly.
Good.
Okay. Tell me you're Latina without telling me you're Latina.
La concha de la lora.
Okay. That was good. That was good. Um, what does it mean to you to be Latina?
It's warmth. It's family. Um, Surviving. It's surviving. It's surviving. Um, like I come from a country that's been in crisis for so many years,
Yeah.
and you just learn to live with it. Learn
Hmm.
to live in a crisis. At at some point, the crisis will get lighter. At some points, it will get deeper, and you learn to live
Hmm.
with it.
Hmm. Um, If you had an opportunity to have the Last Supper with 3 Latinas, dead or alive, who would they be? It could be anyone, dead or
3.
alive. 3 Latinas.
So I would have Mercedes Sosa,
Mm-hmm.
Mon Laferte,
Period. Love that.
and who else? Who else could it be? Chavela Vargas.
Love that.
Yeah.
What is something that you would want to work on that you haven't already?
I would like to work on. I would still like to work. That I haven't worked already.
Mm-hmm.
Acting? I think I would love to
I
work.
love that.
Yeah,
Yes,
I would love to do
absolutely.
some acting stuff at some point.
For sure. What's your
Yeah.
favorite Latin dish?
Latin dish?
Yes.
El locro.
What is that?
Locro is a kind of stew, very typical
Okay.
from Argentina, from the northern part of Argentina.
Okay.
And
I wasn't even going to act like I knew what that was because I had no idea. So I'm like, what the hell is that? Okay. Do you cook?
I cook. I do. I don't know
Okay.
how to cook locro. My father used to make locro. It's something you eat generally in national holidays, like
Okay.
Independence Day.
Okay. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I cook, but I don't cook locro.
Okay. What is this chapter of your life called?
What is this chapter? Getting louder.
Ooh. She
Yeah.
said, let's get loud. Period. I like that. 2 more questions. Finish this. This is like a finish this sentence. Finish the sentence. Growing
Okay.
up Latina is
A blessing.
yes, absolutely. And if you had like one last message to send to your fans and people that look up to you and people that are following you, what would you say to them?
I say to my fans,
Mm-hmm.
allow yourself to fail, forgive yourself for failing, keep looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, I forgive you. And saying nice things like, I like you. You can do it.
Love that. Thank you so much, Daniela, for coming on Growing Up Latina. Let everybody know what you have coming up, album tour, where they can find you.
So my album with Esteman is called Amorío, and it's coming out August the 28th. And we'll be in Mexico City on September the 18th at Palacio de los Deportes. And then we'll be announcing a tour very soon. So
Yes.
keep
Thank you so much. I
Thank you.
appreciate you for coming on the show. Thank you.